Alright guys, I am back coming at you guys with a Michigan Wolverines 2020 pre-game, oops, there's my phone, pre-game video. We play Minnesota tonight in a few hours. I'm so excited. Already got everything ready, got the Michigan stuff going on. Wrapping peppers today. Let's go get after Minnesota. Gonna give you guys a breakdown and a preview of this matchup. So as I go over here, and I gotta pull back up my stats. Give me 1 second. Michigan is a slight favorite in Minnesota tonight. 51.7 compared to 48.3 for Minnesota, and that is on ESPN's rankings. Both of the teams had a pretty decent year, I'd say. Michigan losing its last two to Ohio State and Alabama, and then Minnesota beating Auburn in their last game, but losing to Wisconsin by a couple scores. They definitely seem like they had the easier schedule, but that really doesn't matter. Going into it this year, I think it'll be a good game. I think that's okay. So their quarterback is going to be Tanner Morgan, who went for, what did he go for? Did he go for 3,000 yards that 1 year? No, that's definitely, okay, that's definitely, oh my God, it is. Tanner Morgan went for 3,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 picks. What a year. And then their running back, Rodney Smith, went for 1,163 yards and 8 touchdowns. The other running back had 7. So, very good year for their offense. So, it should be a really good game, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. It's going to rely on a lot of things. Obviously, because I'm a Michigan fan, I'm going to do mostly Michigan. So that's all we're really going to get into for Minnesota. For the Michigan side, first off, defensively, we have to be able to get pressure tonight. Our defensive line, it has to be great. Kwity Paye, Aiden Hutchinson, both want to be first-round talents, I believe. So, with that being said, they have to get after it tonight. The defense as a whole, I believe, will be good. Cornerback's going to be a really interesting spot for us, losing Ambry Thomas on the defense side of the ball. But Daxton Hill playing a bunch this year should be really good. So then I'm excited for Cameron Grown, because he's also could be a potential first-round guy as well by the time this season is over with. Offensive side, Joe Milton. We're getting one of Harbaugh's quarterbacks finally in to start the season. Primetime game in Minnesota. Not having fans probably helps him out a little bit with his nerves playing on the road. But he'll be tested. I think. I mean, he beat out a really good Dylan McCaffrey, who I thought was for sure going to be the starter. But he beat him out, so that's really good for him. Shows that I think that going off how I thought McCaffrey will be, I think that shows how good Milton will be. Good arm. He's got good size. I believe he's like 245, but he ran like a 4.6. I just read. So that is something to watch. See how he plays. The running back room is great as well with Charbonnet, Haskins, and then the returning of Chris Evans. Now on offense, the receivers are definitely going to be a question mark. You know, you had your Nico Collins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then Ronnie Bell. Both those guys leave, so now you have Ronnie Bell as your 1. Giles Jackson is probably going to be your 2, I'd imagine. Looking for a big year on Ronnie Bell. Out of Ronnie Bell, he's got a lot to prove. Ever since that year, that big drop against Penn State, he's got a lot to prove, I believe, and I think he will do it. But the offensive, let me go back, pull up the Michigan roster, because I want to check something out really fast. My apologies, I just wanted to check out the line. So we're looking at Ryan Hayes going to be our starting left tackle. He's a sophomore. Chuck Falanga Phalange. He was a starter last year. I remember him. Zach Carpenter is a freshman at center. Stuber is going to be our right guard. And then Jalen Mayfield, I forgot to mention him. He is going to end up coming back to us, which is huge. That'll help Milton's right tackle. Huge for Mayfield to come back. Love to see that. So then we're looking at Kwity Paye, Christopher Hinton. Hopefully he'll have a good year. And then Kemp left. No, did he? I think he left, but I could be wrong on that. Then Aiden Hutchinson. Viper's gonna be Michael Barrett. I hope that he plays better than Khalid Hudson was definitely a letdown in my opinion. And then I also forgot about Josh Ross. I want to see him have a good year. I feel like he played decent, but hopefully he has a good year. Opposite of McGrone, and then we also have Brad Hawkins, senior. Been kind of disappointing. Opposite of Dacton Hill, but we'll see what happens with him. But with that being said, I'll give you guys now my predictions. I think that it will be a defensive game for Michigan, and if it goes the way that I think it will, I truly believe the score will be somewhere around the, I think I predicted 27-17, I want to say. I think Michigan, I think first drive, the jitters kind of get out. I think that they, maybe run the ball, see how the offensive line is going to play, getting into new starters. And then I think the defense comes out strong. I think they maybe force a 3-and-out right back if Michigan comes out and does that. I think they force a 3-and-out. I think our defensive line is going to get good pressure this year on the quarterback and in the run game. And it's just going to kind of depend on how the secondary, how the guys in the back play. If they have a good game, it should be a fairly good defensive game for Michigan. And then we'll see how Joe Milton steps into the starting role. I'm hopeful. I got Michigan 27-17. Go Blue, let's go.